Alright guys, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, perlawanan penentuan game yang ketiga, siapakah bakal mari ke playoff. Sama-sama kita saksikan perlawanan antara Navi Malaysia menentang Gaming Gladiators. Let's go.
I would say some interesting drafts for Game 3.
Yeah, depends on how you say interesting as a
Pasal
caster, right?
Navi
It could
MWI
be
tak ada
a
next.
good interesting or it could be
Tak tahu.
interesting. Well,
Lain nak mana lagi power.
We're going to find out here once again. Welcome to
Lagi
Land of
power.
Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. This matchup here
Tengok
to decide who moves forward and who goes home. It's game number 3 ahead of us. Will it be Gaimin Gladiators or
Okey je kot. Dua-dua pasukan ni sebenarnya.
This
Crafting.
is the matchup we were talking about.
Execute
And
the plan
what
macam
better way
mana?
to have it than an anime matchup in the jungle. We got the Hayabusa and the Suyo.
student versus the master, Kakashi versus Sasuke. Yeah, I think for the draft, it's the
Ya
latter.
juga,
I think it's the interesting choice.
Murid versus guru guys.
Just because of Lilia,
Sasuke
not too
versus
big of a fan of that.
Kakashi.
No one's really, that immobile. This is a very high mobility composition, especially the Suyo. So you're gonna have a tough time landing those big damage abilities from Sayori on the Lilia. Well, at least it's great in mid lane clear, right? You should be able to find mid lane prio, but what you use the mid lane prio for is going to be the big question later on. As actually goes for the Baton and is unable to get it. You can see there you go, that mobility. Tivhani just walks her, rather flies away.
I feel like it's going to be a little difficult too for Ashley, honestly, with the Ganakacho roam to go ahead and catch people into those unbreakables. Taking a look at the emblems here real quick too. Of course, that's why she also went pretty tanky on the Ganakacho. She's got the Revitalize to help her.
Bertembung jungle dengan jungle bawah.
Macam
bobo ada first blood.
For Nicolette, or and this could be even
Ayah
for
level
Rina
4.
as well, is if you snowball on one of these junglers, that's going to do great for the team. But later on, you're taking a lot of damage.
But too much. Rina,
mati kah? Oh, last hit dok. Yo.
Just a bit more HP to survive now.
Rina
Sayori walks up.
hampir tumbangkan. Masih lagi hidup. Masih baik.
Not landing because of those blinks, man. So mobile.
So mobile, and that's what's difficult here. And
Maknanya tadi kan sebenarnya kan dia patut respon dekat situ duk. Rina pun tak sepatutnya dia lalu-lalu situ. Raymond kena fokus kat team. Bukan fokus kat marksman dulu. Rotasi musuh rumah dekat mana duk. Kalau tadi mati tu rugi tak dapat counter turtle.
This is going to be a crucial one to start off the pacing of this early game.
Betul. Dimulakan oleh Navi.
Already gets control, half health on the turtle.
Penalty zone daripada Syah. Turtle dia dapatkan oleh Gigi daripada Lilia. Maret Hani menjadi tumbangkan.
Sayori heard it. She made it happen. That was the damage that Lilia can do.
Penerusuh terus berubah. Ayah level 5. Almost level 6.
The least mobile is the turtle. Go for it. And so they secure an objective, and it's crazy to think that objective plus those couple of kills.
1600 2 minit guys.
Gold lead to work with. So GG having some of that control. Also part of this will be once again how they scale into this early to mid game transition. Here's a look once again with the instant replay. They burn a couple of
There is
flickers,
love,
and then they
Tiago.
just get caught in a bad situation because even the feathered airstrike was, not enough to pump out the damage, and then you have to cancel it out early, and then Hanny gets caught even after using the flicker there. So good response from GG in that team fight. And with that too, Fao, she threw the Spear of Destruction to join the fight, but it just didn't land.
And it's also just a playstyle diff here when you have Panda on the Granger. This is the reason they first picked the Granger, right? One of the things that we did mention in game number 2 as well, the fact that Panda just becomes so much more active on the map. She definitely enables the team way more when she's on a Granger. In the early game, just adding damage. In the late game, being that executor with 50, 60 stacks on the Skypiercer.
Definitely, that's exactly what she wants to replicate from game 1. And that range advantage, I guess if you compare that Granger to the Bruno, for example.
Hidupkan Fafau ni duduk.
Quite a big difference.
Turtle ni kena contest ni.
Like you mentioned, so but still, this is, I think, the highlight for Navi
Bagi
MWI
marksman
is
farm.
that mobility that they have here, and they can work around that, especially when they get.
Ayah ni jadi awal ni sebab dapat rusuh tadi. Kalau Ayah ni mati rugi tu.
For this next turtle, I think they approach this fight in a much different way. As long as Hani can get, Nicolette just going.
El Maret lagi Rinanya berjaya dicuri buffnya. Dua-dua tak ada retry tapi advantage aku rasa lebih dekat arah GG kot. Nak tak nak mirroring dok ni. Kena fast reaction dok dapat ke atas.
Probably a good chunk of extra goal for her.
Yeah, it's actually going to be, I think, might be a turret. No, Panda.
Okay, pilihan yang bijak daripada Navi. Tak adalah berat sebelah game ni kan.
There will still be a turret traded in for the turtle.
Spear of Destruction kena Shah.
Already there, and I don't think Fafao is brave enough to take
reset.
it unless
Nice.
SOD Shadow has disappeared. Nicolette should be able to take
Tapi
this
dia ambil juga.
objective secure. Turtle number 2 taken by Gaimin, Gladiators. Down the mid lane they go.
Honey. Ada strike. Ultimate baik. Dapat dia elak.
And it's just that turtle for turret.
Sekarang ni aku rasa kan, dia dah 5 minit. Aku rasa siapa ni, kalau betul kan, Shah ni pergi join team fight, Rina ni main long lane duk, ataupun Fafao, maknanya pecah, main 1-3-1. Nak bagi balance balik.
Now, the pressure that will come through GG's lineup now at this point in the game, they hold up. As you see Panda rotate down towards Fafao. Actually, another flicker burn.
3 flickers down.
Yeah, they're doing a good job at just getting that resource down alone, Mirko.
And that will
Sebab ada 2 hero boleh main long lane. Granger harapkan snowball.
Malaysia to outplay Gaimin Gladiators. The fact that now they won't have 3 flickers means that Sayori is going to land more and more moves.
Destruction kena. Tiba-tiba dia buka. Oh, Rina dekat atas. Hampir.
Right there from Panda still coming out. Hani rotating bot and GG go back mid. Clean Gaimin.
Yeah. It looks like they're, trying
Ayah besar dalam keadaan selesa ni. Beza goal beza experience 2 level.
2000
goal ni boleh kejar gini. Cuma jangan L Maret lah. Why?
We're going to take a little breather here. Why? While our players of course get things situated, but again, it's a small lead, 2,000 or so for GG right now to work with. We're 6.5 minutes in. As you can see this, and this is a 1-for-1. This is game 3 here for both these teams.
Ni kalah ni pecah ke key tu. Ya, betul.
What is that power spike for Navi MWI to showcase here, to show up? Because as mobile as they are, it seems like they're kind of just lacking.
Kena tegur, kena warning. Kenapa? Tak boleh pause kalau di show apa.
GG has.
I think the main win condition was definitely win out Turtle 1, grab a snowball from the start of the game, and see who's faster, right? See if they can catch the speed. And Navi Malaysia, they weren't able to do it. The penalty zone was off by Shah, wasn't able to set up for a proper red tree for Rina, and that really costed them. Now their main win condition is down, so this is, I guess, the reason they went Moscow. In case plan A doesn't work, which again is the snowball, they still have Fafao who scales
Tengok
pretty
atas,
well.
yang atas tu guys, nampak tak? Tak ada yang farm kat atas. Penalty zone.
Arya just goes with the purify and gets out, gets a few shots of the feather
Nampak?
strike, but she gets
Rugi. Selesa gila ayah besar gini.
For Nicolette, I don't think she gets any hits herself.
Kalau tak nak main 1-3-1 pun buat 2-2-1 pun okey. Ayah besar ulti Hani mati. Lompatan pada Ashley. Maknanya harapan game ni Fafao je lagi guys.
But it's looking like plan A is falling a bit too far behind.
Ashley planted herself right there, right in front of Arena. That's going to be a turtle secured. Shaw takes a couple hits.
Banyak sangat damage dari sini.
I don't know about that, Rina. This is tough. Look at the blade surge. Luckily, there's no one there to follow it up. That was an ambitious blade surge down to bottom lane. Sayori
dipegang oleh GG.
forcing Fafao back. 3 flickers, back up, Naisu.
They've got these, they're trying to hold on to this turret. I mean, Panda has been here for quite some time.
Ada airstrike.
Another airstrike going to be dropped down. They just want this turret. Black shoe.
Oh! Moment! Penalty zone! Ah! Turn around! Turn around!
She couldn't survive that one as Arya continues to run away here. There's not
La
much
ilaha illallah Muhammadar Rasulullah. Wah!
Picks up a kill, threading the needle to get a death sonata.
3 guys tumbang untuk Navi. Walau weh.
GG comes in to save the day.
Strike, lompatan daripada Gatot, flicker daripada Hani.
And that will be a tier 2 in the mid lane, a massive 6,000 for GG.
What just happened to the gold? I mean, this is ballooned in the last couple.
Tak ada damage bah. Gila, itu kan winning position duk ni sumpah. Perang ni. Pam. Penalty zone dapat 3.
And you think it's over from here, like Arya's just going to be taken down, but then right at the right time, Nicolai gets the call.
Wah, Rina masuk retry je gila. Aduh.
With that shadow kill, Panda to support her too. Rhapsody shots were on point, so great
Wah,
layering
rugi.
of everyone in that fight.
Padahal itu boleh jadi turn around position dok. 6,000 gol daripada GG guys Oh, Fafa. Rina kat sini nampak kurang function guys Kurang menyelah dia dengan kekalahan Retribution lagi. Nampak kurang selesa kawan-kawan. Ambil objektif dah. Makro kena pandai duk kalau keadaan tertekan ni sumpah. Daripada awal supaya tak jauh ketinggalan level. Dengan gol 7,000 ni aku rasa berat lah guys.
Valuable penalty zone. If Shock can actually get a penalty zone in the base defense to help things up, maybe that will set up Hani to drop the feathered airstrike a little bit more. That might be what they need.
At this point, it has to be Remen to set it up first, because the penalty zone, you can react on the penalty zone, right? The quad shadow can still come up for Nicolette, but no one can react to a fist crack, to a flicker pin down from the Badan. So it comes down to Remen. Is she able to find these prio picks? And I think right now, the prio pick, it's tough to get the prio picks because it's Nicolette and Panda. Sayuri has Purify in the black shoes. Arya has Purify too. You need to
Jungle
find a
base
way to
3,000
get both Panda and Nicolette. And that's tough. They're both going to be split up, right? Nicolette's looking for flanks. Panda's playing so far back.
Yeah, this is going to be a difficult one to defend against, but maybe
Ayah ni kaya teruk dok.
pull it off. Again, they're facing down quite a disparity in terms of itemization. So the waves will push in down on the bottom side with the Lord. And we'll see how Gaimin Gladiators decide to assault the base of Navi MY here. They take a couple shots with the Destinado.
Oh, Hani. Oh, dia flicker. Mid pecah. Wah, rugi guys. Semua tower pecah. Semua kah? Bawah pun pecah. Walau lot ni dah banyak lagi dok. Lilia sedap poking. Blood mudah di clear. Mini besar lagi. Kena strike. Lompatan pada Gatot. Menyepai musuh Syah. Menzoning marksman. Syah mati. Dapat clear. Raymond. Aduh, mati pula membernya. Masuk. Masuk. Jumpa. Nice! Shutdown.
Another chance to come back in this game.
Boleh.
MWI will stop Gaimin Gladiators from ending the series there.
Beli won dok, sumpah dok. Untuk Ayah tu. Dengan Granger tu snowball lah tu.
To play around, clearing the minions to keep them at bay, but then also staying into the fight. Looking at the instant replay here, Ashley jumped into backside to put pressure on Hani, but also the team was cut off from Raymond, so it was really good setups from both sides. But then even so, the waves were cleared out. They didn't have any waves pushing into this fight. And then that Spear Destruction that comes forward, forcing this response.
Kena tembok. Itu kalau tak kena tembok, Fafa mati. Legit mati guys.
It's always the Malaysian teams, man. It's always have a goal laner Moskov that can turn things around, man. I got innocent flashbacks right there. Happened just last M series. Oh, good pick. Great shutdown. But still, it's a big win for GG. Yes, Navi have now gotten another shot at taking or making a full comeback. But it was still two big basers, Naisu.
Yeah.
We're still on track for
Fight dok ni dok, sumpah dok.
Gaimin Gladiators still has a healthy lead right now at this point.
5,000. Aduh.
Control of this portion of the map to go ahead and secure themselves this Lord. We'll see if
Ini bawah tu tak clear dok.
information if there's going to be a response.
Wah, Syah tu terima damage banyak sangat lah.
Rhapsody shots plus the glooms and Arya trying to do our best.
Wah, tak contest guys.
Jump in.
Perang, Asli dah ulti, Raymond ulti, penalty zone cantik, Panda. Nice! Fafa balik member tu. Fafa dah free ni. Dulu Fafa. Zap. Jangan lupa beli won. Diorang dah mula blunder sikit-sikit ni. Try kejar balik. Golit 2,000 je lagi. Ayah besar tak ada shadow.
They want to fight for control here. And as you mentioned, this
Macam mana Syah?
is always the thing when
Penalty zone flicker tu kali.
the lane pressure,
Lot telah pun dimulakan oleh Navi.
pressure you can have is insane. They're going to start the Lord. Wait. Out here.
Neglect has the quad shadow, goes back in now.
Ui, jangan maret sudah duk. Fafa mati pula. Lob je dapat Colerina. Penalty zone yang tak terkena daripada Syah. Allahu Akbar.
Continues with the glooms. That's a blade surge tap as Shah gets
Syah
dealt
flicker.
with by the rest. So Yori with the shot.
Syah mati. Wah, ini macam tak worth guys. Dah lah Fafa mati duk. Ani mati duk. Wah. Mid.
Oh, what can Rina do? And Raymond
Mati Rina guys. GG guys. Tak worth dapat kelok gitu. Mini ada masuk? Ada. GG guys. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, Navi Malaysia terpaksa akur ditendang balik guys.
You can see the excitement
Ke
here from
Malaysia.
Gaimin Gladiators.
Ya.
A heated match. They felt the 2-0 defeat just days ago.
Kena
Now
taunting
they'll
tak
be
tu?
ones to send home Navi MWI. A very close. It looked very.
GG WP guys untuk Gaming Gladiator. Nice try untuk Navi Malaysia.
They knew they could win the fight, the team fight that broke out, so they get the victory here.
Ashley.
Agaknya Gaming Gladiators layak ke playoff.
We were in a group of death.
Dah agak wah.
We're also in a group of death, but it's going to be different.
It's gonna be different.
And it
Alright.
certainly is different.
Yang penting guys, korang jangan lupa untuk like, komen, share bagi pendapat korang pasal game yang ketiga ni, prestasi Navi Malaysia, dan apa pendapat korang pasal Gaming Gladiator guys. Sangat-sangat beza daripada hari pertama sampai ke hari ketiga ni. Much better untuk Gaming Gladiators punya gameplay.
It's a statement.
Terasa sampai sini ya.
Because it was one hell of a series. 3 games going the distance, and
GG guys dah lah marksman mati awal lah tu. Rugi tu paling mistake tu. Kita dengarkan interview sebentar.
Against Navi MY, and I am now joined by Ashley. Congratulations, you've made it into the quarterfinals. First things first, how does it feel eliminating the team that sent you into the lower brackets?
I feel amazing right now, and I told you guys yesterday we were gonna get out of groups and we were gonna get our revenge.
I mean,
we did.
you exacted your revenge on Navi MY. Congratulations. And talk to me, surviving the lower bracket hasn't been easy. What challenges do you feel you had to overcome to make it into the quarterfinals?
Honestly, it was just, I believed in my team. Like, we are a strong team, and it was kind of shocking to see Navi Malaysia in the S tier group, and we're, you know, in the A tier, but it's okay because we just proved that we're a better team.
I think that may change after the result.
better.
You know what? It has to right now. Make the changes.
Yeah, make
the
the changes.
changes because that performance, well deserved. And now you took down Navi MY. Your next match in the quarterfinals is going to be against Navi PH, the reigning champions in the ladies that have performed and participated in last year's competition. What do you think you have to bring to the table to take on another Navi lineup?
If we try our best and play like we did during the 3 weeks at boot camp, then I believe we have a chance in beating the previous winners.
I mean, so far you have proved
Maybe.
yourself time and time again. Once again, thank you very much, Ashley, for joining us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alright, congratulations guys. We're gonna see you guys. Yang penting jangan lupa like, comment, share dan subscribe guys.
This is only
Let's
the
go.
first, I want to say, series of the day.